Okay. Do you want to start, Robyn? I know that,
Hi.
huh?
Yeah, I want to say hey to everybody. I think we have quite a few on the call. This is
Yeah,
exciting. Oh, we
yeah,
have 9. Well, 9 is good.
mine is.
Everybody's just getting in here. But no, I just wanted to say thank y'all for coming. That Daphne and I, we're pretty lucky. We have something, that we think it's pretty special. And we wanted to share it with you guys because we've talked about it a little bit about push partners, but we haven't really given you a breakdown of exactly what it is, exactly what we do. And it's awesome. It's awesome. So that was the reason that we were asking for everybody's gems today. I'll let Daphne go ahead. She's got some good notes. And the thing about us is we are the opposite gems,
Yeah.
and that is the way to go because I feel like I give Daphne the go ahead to be a little, it's less emerald, more
Awesome.
sapphire.
Nice. I mean,
You
same
know,
energy.
yeah. To not to not overthink things, to just do it. If you think it, just do it really quick. What's it going to hurt? The worst they can do is say no. And Daphne is my bookkeeper. Daphne is the one. She's the emerald. So of course I have printed notes already that she sent me today for our call. That would not be the way I would do things because I will scribble on a piece of paper. I'll have notes for me to look at myself, but that's just part of being a sapphire. But so I'll let her go ahead and talk about, a push partner and what we do.
Okay. Well, if y'all haven't done the GEMS training or taken the GEMS test, which I think most of you on the call have done that, but for anyone who might listen in later or see the recording, if you have no idea what we're talking about, I think that's in the files, in the team push files. There's a link on where you can get the GEMS test, and that'll help you figure out personalities, so that you'll know, because like Robyn said, you do want to work with someone who is your opposite gem, because then you balance each other out. You can help each other, work on your weaknesses, but also point out the other person's strengths, because sometimes we don't see our own strengths. So like Robyn says, I'm not an emerald, I'm not organized, but she's way more fun than I am. So I love getting on the phone with her because I have all these lists of things to do, and she's like, okay, but how are we going to make it fun? So people aren't attracted to list makers. They're attracted to people who have fun. So I'm like, okay, help me be more fun. I want to be more fun. Okay. So when we talk about push partners, what we're talking about, we heard about this at Summit, but if you've read The Compound Effect, Darren Hardy talks about it in The Compound Effect. And I'll actually tell you what page it starts on. For those of you who are emeralds and want to go right to it, or whatever your gem might be, it is, well, they talk about it on page 137. Because it's talking about a mentorship. Oh, they call it a peak performance partner in The Compound Effect. That's on page 133. So you can go in there and read. I just kind of summarized in my notes what that is. But a lot of this is taken from The Compound Effect. So what a push partner is someone that you trust, first of all. Because you want it to be someone that is going to be bold enough to tell you what they really think about you and your attitudes and the way that you're performing. As a person, as a coach, Robyn and I don't just talk about our business, we talk about our family lives, because we want to help each other find a good balance, and we don't want to be working so many hours that we're sacrificing our why for our why. So we help each other in that aspect too. If I see that she's up real late, or she sees that I'm up real late, or if we notice that we're on Facebook, well, we told each other we were going to be doing something else that day, then we'll get on to one another, because we want to make sure we're taking care of our other priorities. So you want someone who's going to be bold enough to point things out to you and make sure that you're staying on track with all your goals, whether they're business, family, spiritual, emotional, whatever they might be. And you want that person to be able to give you an unbiased and honest opinion. So they have to be bold, they have to be unbiased, they have to be honest. You want to schedule a weekly meeting of some sort with that person. So it's going to be a phone call, a coffee date, which I wish we could do more of, Robyn, a live video chat, or something where you're meeting or talking on a regular basis. And Robyn and I said at first that we were going to do that once a week, but now I think we talk every day. So that's okay. It doesn't have to be every day. Robyn and I have just become really good friends. So we talk almost every day. things that you want to discuss for those of you who are taking notes or want to know, well, what am I going to talk to this person about? You want to talk about your goals. So this person needs to know your why. They need to know your vision. And you need to share that with them, because that way, when you're getting off track or when things aren't going the way that you want them to, or you're getting down on yourself or you're not feeling motivated, they can remind you of your vision. Mm-hmm. So you're going to talk about that. You're going to talk about your why. You're going to talk about your goals. And when you get on these weekly calls, you'll tell them things that you were successful at that week and things that you wish you had done better. And when you're talking to this person, or when y'all are having these weekly calls, you need to make notes for each other. Robyn probably doesn't make notes, but she remembers, so it's okay. I make notes because I can't remember these things.
No, I do write down notes on but I'll have like 15 different spiral notebooks. I'll scribble stuff down. It's just going back and finding that one. That
one page. Okay, yeah. That's okay. But she remembers what I tell her from week to week, usually or day to day. So it's all right, because she keeps me on track. And she'll say, well, I thought you were going to print this, or I thought you were going to put that on Facebook, or I thought you were going to do this. And where is it? I haven't seen it. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right now. So they help keep you on track. You want to talk to them about things that you feel like you need to fix. So today, and a lot of times I'm talking to Robyn about, okay, how can I attract more sapphires? Because I have really great people on my team, but I want some more sapphires, because sapphires jump on board really quickly. Us emeralds are a little slower as people, I guess, and we're thinking this whole thing is a big scam. So Robyn's helping me figure out how to get some more fun, spontaneous, I don't have any objections, sapphires on my team. And if you have a lot of,
and we can share a little bit if we have time at the end. We can share a little bit of what we talked about earlier today.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. I don't have a whole lot more because I want to go through this really fast, but, you want to talk about aha moments. So Robyn and I do this a lot. We're like, oh my gosh, I had this idea, or, oh my gosh, I did this and it worked. So you have to try this, or whatever it is. We share our aha moments with each other. And you want to talk about where you are on your growth plan. So we talk about our income goals, our team goals, like how many coaches we want to be adding this week or this month, our challenger goals, how many challenge packs we want to try and sell, or invitation goals, how many invites are we going to send out today, this week, this month, whatever. And that way we can kind of ask each other, well, how many did you send out? Well, why didn't you send out however many you said you were going to? So we keep each other accountable on that. Okay, and the book actually said, the compound effect actually gives you some questions to ask. So you can, if you don't have the book, you definitely need it. But some questions it says to ask are, so like I would ask Robyn, how do I show up to you? Or what do you think my strengths are? What areas do you think I can improve in? Where do you think I'm sabotaging myself? And what's one thing I can stop doing that would benefit me the most? And what I've been told is stop writing such really long Facebook posts because people don't want to read those. Robyn didn't tell me that, but I've been told that. And then what is the one thing I should start doing? So we talk about those kinds of things. And I said we talk about our goals. Oh, give yourself a deadline. So when you're setting goals and your push partner's on the phone with you and you're talking about all of these things you want to do, it doesn't need to be like, oh, one day, or I think I might, or whatever. You want to say, I want to do this, and this is when I'm going to do it by. So give yourself a deadline and let your push partner know what that is so they can keep you accountable with your deadline. And okay, and then remember that when you are choosing a push partner to work with, you want it to be somebody who's positive and ambitious. And there's I don't remember where I read this. I don't think it was in the compound effect, but maybe it was. But there's an old adage that says, never ask advice of someone with whom you wouldn't want to trade places. So I'd want to trade places with Robyn. She's a great person and always very, ambitious and assertive and honest and caring. So I love her advice. And one of the reasons I think, because I don't think we really considered ourselves push partners before Summit, right, Robyn? It was after Summit because we went and we saw Carrie Legault and what was her name? The other girl.
Megan.
Oh, yeah, Megan Ewaldson. And they're push partners. And so that was the other thing I wanted to share was that they're not, so they're both on Team Courage, right? Mm-hmm. But
they're not, yeah, you explain. Go ahead. They're not in each other's downline. So they're parallel coaches. They're not even on the same leg. They're not on the same leg.
Yes, they were in different downlines. Right. Okay, yeah, Melissa clarifying that. Yeah. So thank you, Melissa. Yeah. So you want to make sure that whoever your push partner is, you don't want your push partner to be your sponsor, or you don't want your push partner to be someone who's like right above you on your leg or whatever, because then it can get kind of icky. Like it might be the other person might think, well, you're just pushing me because you're going to make more money if I build my business faster or whatever. So it needs to be someone that's not really going to directly benefit from you growing your business. Cause then you know that you just honestly, care about helping each other grow.
And I'll add to that. And it's kind of cool. Dafne and I, we're all team push, but we have separate teams. You know what I mean? We're all on different legs and all that kind of stuff. But, and it's kind of cool because the ideas that she has for her team and what her team brings to the table, and my team, what y'all do, we're able to share those things, and it's not in the same leg, the same downline. And then we're able to, give it to y'all. So I think that's really cool. And of course, Daphne's always somewhere else checking out things, and I'm not. No, I'm just kidding. I do my own thing, So then whenever we talk, there's just it was pretty cool today. We were doing some messaging back and forth with Melissa and Jennifer, and there was just different things that that you talk about that you don't even realize that you're really adding. But it's good stuff. It's really good stuff to share.
Yeah.
And okay, so I'll go back into since I'm the sapphire and she's the emerald. She is, I love that she is the emerald. Thank God I have her. But, there's things that I like trying to get out of her own way. What did you say today? You said, you wanted to know words.
Oh yeah.
Target words or.
No, just some buzzwords like
buzzwords.
I'm trying to
make buzzwords. I don't have a list of buzzwords. I you just spew. You just talk. You just talk.
Well, see, guys, that's why it's good to have an opposite, because even though I like to talk to people and I'm never meet a stranger and all of that.
We're like that. We're a lot like that.
Yes, but I have a hard time I'm getting better at this, but as an emerald, I think I talk too much because I want to tell people too many things. And so I've really been practicing, just not talking so much, listening and being excited, but not talking so much. So, Robyn really helps me with that, because she helps me, we'll just say this. We'll just say this. It's easy. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that is easy. People really buy that. Okay, cool. I'll do that. So.
And we're kind of maybe getting off of the push partner thing, but I wanted to share with you because it was really cool today whenever we kind of we're talking back and forth. And one of the things that, Dafne, one of the things that emeralds struggle with, I think, whenever they are inviting or say they have someone signing up, listen, whenever you get into this a little more, you're going to be able to pick up on who's what and what gems they are. Like Jennifer had even said, if you see somebody using a lot of exclamation marks and smiley faces, like me, like Jennifer, they're a sapphire. So if they are ready to sign as a coach, y'all need to take this seriously right now. If they are ready to sign, to buy a challenge pack or let me say this, if they're not completely right there ready in front of their computer, do not send them any information. You don't want to send it to them, because if they're not going to go look at it yet, they're not going to sign yet. And then you're going to be sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. With a sapphire, you have to say, let me know when you're ready. Don't send them the whole, thing, because I've found that whenever you do that, they lose that excitement. So whenever you have you kind of string them along, kind of. But then they'll come back and they'll say, hey, tell me how to do this. I'm on the computer right now. So a lot of times I don't even send those steps. I will stay on the phone with them, and I will basically, whatever it can be. But you talk them through it.
Well, what Robyn's trying to say is, yes, you're explaining some things about how to deal with different gems with challenge packs and stuff, but what happens is we can help each other understand how to really relate to our potential clients and our customers, because since she doesn't have an Emerald brain, she can call me and be like, okay, I've got this person. I know they're Emerald. I can't figure out what to do. And I'll be like, oh, this is what you need to do right here.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I have the same, when I have a Sapphire or a Ruby, I'll call her and be like, okay, I can't figure this out. How do I work with this person? So it's really good to have someone opposite of you, because you know how to work with your own gems, because that's what you are. And then you will know how to work with the opposite gems, because you will have someone that you can trust to be honest with you, to call them and say, how do I reach this person? How do I talk to this person? Help me, get them on board. Rebecca has a question. It says, does it have to be someone who is a complete opposite or only the main gem? Well, Robyn and I are complete opposites, but okay, so let's talk about how to find a push partner then. Like, how do you know? Because I don't think it even has to be someone from Team Push, which,
Right.
should be. But at first, before Robyn and I decided to become push partners, I was working really closely with a couple of coaches from Team Wildfire. So I think that Robyn and I finally decided that we were going to be push partners when we just found that we were really leaning on each other for support often, and we were talking to each other a lot, and our visions for our businesses and our families and our future kind of aligns the same way. Like, we have a lot of the same core values, but we just have opposite ways of doing things. So I wouldn't say that it has to be, it could probably only be the main gem, because Robyn swears that she's not any pearl, but she has a ton of pearl in her. So
well, that's a Jesus in me. That's not, that's just what that is.
That's true.
Because I probably wouldn't have it if it wasn't for
I
him.
don't think any Ruby in you at all, but that's okay. Whatever your test says, that's fine. So I guess, I don't know, how can we, Robyn, what do you think we could do to help? If you want to find a push partner, I guess we should help y'all do that, but I don't know how to go about doing that. We did talk about kind of letting y'all ask us if we had any suggestions, because I know some of you are brand new and you may not know anything about your gems or who to look for. Okay, there's another question. Can you give an example of using the gems to convince someone into the business, or just a challenge group itself? Like how a Sapphire would be convinced. Oh, there you go, Robyn.
Oh, yeah, totally.
It's going to be so much fun.
It is so much fun. It is so awesome. You just have no idea how awesome our group is. We have some God-loving women in there. I mean, if you need prayer, we're going to pray. I don't care what you need. We are always there for each other. And that is the best part of this whole thing, is the family that you get. You have no idea what you're stepping into whenever you join or whenever you get into these challenge groups, but you have this amazing support system that you will never find anywhere else. Yeah. And it's the truth. I just spill the truth and the excitement. And of course, whenever you just saw, I just got excited just talking about it, because it's the truth. And with a Sapphire, that's what they are going to want to do. They are going to want the friends. They are going to want the high fives, the virtual high fives. They are going to want just somebody to love and care about them and cheer them on. I mean, Mandy, where is Mandy? I know she's on here, but that's what Sapphires want. And they want that. They want to be able to cut up. They want to, and that's the thing. You tell them you can be yourself. There is no shame in our game. And that's what attracts them. That's what sells them, is the excitement. I mean, and I don't want to say selling it, because I guess we do sell ourselves, but we all have genuine hearts,
Yeah, no, well, and that's the thing about when it comes to like convincing people, she has that in quotes, and I like that, because you're not trying to convince them because you need a new challenger or you need a new client. You want to help them. And that's my Pearl saying that. That's what Beachbody is all about. It's about helping people become a better, healthier, fitter version of themselves. And so you have to make sure you know their why too. Got to ask lots of questions and always know what their why is. And then, like Robyn said, present a solution to their why in a really fun way. Joy says, I was just looking for the gems test in our team files. Which folder is it in? Oh, Christy said I tagged you in it. Okay. Thank you, Christy. Joy's just got you covered. Okay. Does anybody else have any questions about what we're talking about, what a push partner is, how to find one? I want to see comments. Do any of you think that this is something that you could really benefit from? Like, do you think it might actually help you in your business? I know it's helping me.
Can I tell, before they answer that, I want to tell you something that I did this kind of on my own way. I would listen, of course I was here, but having that weekly, I still have calls with Jennifer. We still have our like leadership type things that we do. But having Dafne weekly, or even sometimes, quite a few times a week, say, hey, and sometimes just like getting stressed with life or whatever, you get on the phone and then it was like, okay. All right, well, we'll pray about that. But what are we going to do today? How many invites are you going to send? Okay, we'll write this down. Well, no, you can't do that many invites because think about it, Robyn. And I'm like, okay, well, hold on a minute. Let me clear my head, and then it's focus, write it down, get to work. So even if you're thinking that you might not need this, please reconsider it, give it a try. We will help you find the fit, but like we said, we do advise it definitely. Well, it's a must. It does need to be an opposite gym.
Well,
because
yes,
go ahead.
Melissa pointed out something, and I wanted to add to that. She says it's also less pressure hearing it from your push partner versus your sponsor. That's true.
Amen.
Because not that Jennifer has ever pressured any of us, but when someone that is not going to benefit from you, like we said, and it's just someone opposite leg or whatever, and you're just working together, then it's different. And the other thing about that is, I don't know if any of you have seen how many people Jennifer has in her downline now, but she can't be that push partner for all of us. She can't, we can't lean on her, and or she might not be your sponsor. Whoever your personally sponsored coach is, whoever brought you into the business, you cannot be leaning on them for accountability and motivation and support every day for your business from here on until you reach your goals, because that's just too much for them. They're building a team, and hopefully you're going to build a team, and you want your team to duplicate what you're doing. And if you're talking to 100-something coaches a week, how much time do you have for other things that you're doing? You don't. So a push partner not only takes the pressure off of you of feeling like, oh, I'm letting my sponsor down, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to let my sponsor down. I want to make her proud of me. So having these weekly focus calls with Robyn, I'm not worried about letting Robyn down. Who cares? I mean, like, whatever. I'm doing the best I can, and she's going to push me forward and keep rolling. But and the same for for Jennifer. It takes the pressure off of her, because then she doesn't have to feel like, oh my gosh, I need to check on the person. Oh my gosh, I need to check on this person, or whoever your sponsor is. It takes a lot of the pressure off of them, because they know that you're hooked up with a person that's going to keep you going, and y'all are going to work together weekly to work on your goals.
Yes, exactly, Melissa.
Yeah, tell them what she said.
Oh, it is also less pressure hearing it from your push partner versus your sponsor. We try to provide general accountability and support to the team, but your push partner will have a better insight to what's going on with you and what kind of push you need more at that moment. Exactly. You can go through exactly what you're like, whatever you're dealing with at that moment. Or even if you're in a situation, you can call your push partner or message them, whatever. Hey, I have a question. How do I deal with this? And it brings a fresh ear to the situation. And then you talk it out together. You work it out together.
Sarah says, how do I propose to someone to be my push partner? And then Joy says, Sarah, exactly. So she wants to know the same thing. So you ask. I mean, if you see someone in one of the team pages that you think would be a good match for you, then just ask them. Say, hey, do you want to be my push partner? I'm ready to really get rolling in this business, and I want some extra accountability. Do you think that we could do that? Are you ready for that? And so then you just roll along like that. Christy says, should two newer coaches partner up, or should it be an experienced and a new coach? Go ahead.
I will say that if you find somebody that you want, if it's two newer coaches, go for it, because you've still got your upline. You still have your leadership to answer questions and to keep y'all going. And the other thing too is Megan and Carrie talked about this at Summit. You want it to be someone that's kind of on an even level with you, because you're kind of working towards the same goals at the same time. Not that it becomes a competition, but if you find someone that's a 2-star diamond and you're an emerald coach, how are you going to be able to push that 2-star diamond? And then you might feel pressured by them pushing you because you're not at that level yet. So I think it needs to be somewhere kind of on an even keel. And then Jennifer said, try a trial run. Yes. Definitely know that when you go into it, because they talked about that at Summit too. They had tried this person or that person or whatever, and it just didn't work out for whatever reason.
So if you get into it and your weekly calls aren't going good, or you feel like it's not really working out and you're not feeling pushed, or they're not holding you accountable in the way that you'd like to be held accountable, then make a clean break and say, I'm sorry, nobody's going to have any hard feelings. This is business. So you just do a trial run and say, let's try it for a month and see if we feel like we're making any progress, or if we're actually helping each other. I don't know how long Robyn and I have been doing our calls. 3 months? 3 months?
Since we got back. Yeah. And also, let me also say this, that if you are, Wesley, gosh, if you're, because Daphne's other gym is Pearl. She's very, very Pearl. So much that I had to tell her, you kicked me in the butt. Listen, I know, let that Pearl side, you got to let it go. You've got to be tougher on me, because I know you just want to help me. You love me. So you might have to toughen your Pearl up a little bit and tell him, no, you don't tell me that. You don't tell me it's okay. You tell me that I need to do this or I need to do that. So
I tell you that.
Huh?
I tell you that. You just said I told you that when you were talking about
now.
I do now. Oh, I do now.
Yeah, you do now. In the beginning, no, you were more Pearl. So now you're, your Pearl is not, it's not as bad. It's not as bad, but it's not as, not as nice. She puts her foot down with me now. And with a Sapphire, you have to do that. You have to put your foot down.
Yes, I do. I put my foot down and she makes me be tougher.
Yeah.
Okay, Sarah said, I'm not great at breaking up with people. It's not fun. Well, let me tell you something. If you get with an Emerald and it's not working, they're going to break up with you first. Okay? So I don't think you have to worry out. I don't think you have to worry about that.
Let me also say something. Dafne and I, we had talked about being push partners. I think it was before. It was whenever I was in Georgia. It was before Summit. We had talked about it. And maybe it was, the timing, I don't know, but it didn't work for us at that time.
Right.
It was like, I don't know, maybe she was too Pearl at that time. I don't know. She didn't know me well enough to be mean to me. I don't know. But anyway.
After I met you, I was like, oh, I'm going to take her booty. Go ahead.
See, exactly. So anyways, then, it didn't work for us. And so whenever we were like, do you want, we were really doing it anyways. We were push partners, Garrett. We were really push partners anyways. And it's like, do we really want to just go ahead and label it? Is that what we are? Let's just do it, so.
And like Melissa said, even if, because someone said something about breaking up with people, even if it doesn't work out for you to be a specific push partner with that person, you're still on the same team. We're all still going to be supporting each other and moving in a positive direction together. But it's just having that one person help you be accountable. And you don't have to feel like you're breaking up with them. It doesn't have to be an ugly thing. So I don't think anybody on this team, I think everyone's really awesome and cool and supportive and caring. So if it doesn't work, it just doesn't work. Is there someone everyone can post their gyms so people can kind of pick from there? Yeah, I think, what if we did that on the team page? What if we got in there, and I'm going to post a copy of these notes, because that way you guys can print them out and have them. If you're on the phone, Melissa's saying she's got dibs on the strongest Ruby. Okay, Melissa, whatever.
Ruby, I think that I would say that would be Jennifer. And she can't be her push partner.
No, Jennifer can't be her push partner. She already has a push partner. So anyways, but yeah, so we'll, in the team page when this is over, because we're almost done with this, I'll post the document that has the notes that we went over on the call. And then, what does it say, 10 minutes? And then we can post in that comment section, everyone can put their gyms. And if you haven't taken the test, then you can take the test. And that way we can kind of see who opposite gyms are. And if you recognize someone like, I don't know, Sarah, Christy, Joy, whoever is in there, if you see someone that you've talked to before or you've worked with in a challenge group, you're like, hey, yeah, they, whatever, then you guys can match yourselves up, or we can help make suggestions, because we've seen some people on the team that we think would fit well together. We've been talking about you guys. But we can go from there. And we want to help y'all get this, done, because it really will benefit your business.
And anything that Daphne and I come up with, we will, we'll share it. Well, I know I share it with, my downline, but We should have a big team of softies. I don't know. We do a lot of crying, but we're kind of tough sometimes, you know.
I'm tough. I'm really.
Oh well, Melissa. Oh yeah.
I mean, you need to be meaner.
Oh, sorry.
I think one of my new coaches is a Ruby, but I won't say who I think it is because I don't think she'll take it. But hopefully she will. She'll be all about it. Yeah, hookups, play matchmaker. We will, Sarah. Okay, does anybody else have any questions about, I don't know, anything? It doesn't just have to be about push partners because we have 8 more minutes, so we can answer any kind of questions. If y'all have to go. We're just giving you some extra time if you need to ask us anything. No? Everybody's good. No inviting questions, no Facebook questions, no where do I get this question?
Joy?
Raising her hand. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I'm going to unmute you. Well, wait a second. How do I do it? Okay.
There we go.
Hey, Joy.
Hi. I just have several people lately wanting to get like one sample of Shakeology. And I know that's not bad, but I feel like they're not getting enough of the benefits of it. They just want to taste it because they're not sure if they're going to like it. And I'm doing it because I don't want to say no, but I don't know. Is there a better way to handle that?
I'll let you answer this too, Robyn. What I started doing, I was really excited whenever they came out with the taste sampler pack because they didn't have that when I first became a coach. So when they came out with that, it's $19.95. It's 4 different flavors. And so I'll tell them, listen, I really want to give you a sample, but I know that you're not going to feel the benefits of it from just one packet. And I really want you to feel those benefits so that you'll see what I'm talking about. So if you'll get on here and you'll order the sampler pack, then I can send you some recipes. I'll send you a little questionnaire because I kind of want to know, more about your goals and what you're working towards, and then we can go from there. And so then I'll send them the link for the sampler pack. I'll send them my little initial questionnaire that I send my clients, and so then they'll see, like, I'm serious about helping them. I really want to know their goals, and I want them to really get the benefits because it does about to feel a difference.
Yeah.
And
okay.
A lot of times I'll also tell people to break the packets in half. Like I've done, I'm about to start a group right now, actually, that's a 7-day group for about 6 different women. They're all going to order that sample pack. So we do 1/2 packet a day so that it'll last us to 8 days for the 7-day group.
Okay.
Hopefully we're going to get some.
Just a minute. Okay, thank you. Sorry, the kids are jumping in.
Okay, you're welcome. Does that answer?
Well,
yes, it does help. Thank you. I don't think I realized that was available.
Oh yeah, it's on your website. If you go under the shop tab and shake all. Anyway, I'll have to kind of give you some little things.
Okay, I'm sure I can find it, but that's good to know because I have, I think, 3 different people right now that want one, and I'm like, that's great and all, but it's not. I mean, all you can really tell me is, yeah, I liked it or no, I didn't. Well, it depends on what you mixed it with.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And they may hate one flavor and love a different one, so.
That's why I like that sample pack. $19.95. You get like a $5 commission. They're signed up on your site as your customer so that if they do decide to order something later, they don't just go on to Shakeology because you gave them a sample and order and get another coach into them.
Okay.
So all those things.
Awesome. Thank you.
Anybody else? No?
Sarah.
Did Sarah have something?
Yes.
Where is she? I don't know how to unmute her. Hold on. Here she is.
Yeah.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi.
Hey.
So, really quick, I guess I really probably should have asked more because I am a sapphire, so I know how to invite a sapphire. But I have an emerald person that I'm really good friends with, and she was so excited. She has been researching this for 2 months, just like an emerald, and knows everything. She knows more about Shakeology than I do. So she's in this, seriously, she's in this 10-day group with me, and I gave her the majority of tropical strawberry packets, and I had only a couple of vanilla. So she tried this tropical strawberry the first day and was like, I hate this. I can't do it. I don't like it. Like, flat out, I'm not going to do it anymore. And so I'm like, well, try the vanilla or, try a different recipe. I've looked up recipes. I sent her that snickerdoodle one. I'm like, surely that one's awesome. I don't think she's tried that one yet. But I tried to tell her, like, it took me a week to find what I really loved.
Right.
And, it takes people a lot of tries sometimes.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but she's definitely emerald. I just don't know how to explain it to her to where like for her to just finish out the 10 days and like keep trying.
What's her why? Why did she join the 10-day with you? What is she hoping?
She just had a baby a couple months ago, right when I first talked to her, and she we were both we ran track together in high school. So, but since then she's not really been active. So that's kind of it. That's all I really know for sure. I mean, she definitely just wants to get that active lifestyle back after having a baby.
So I will tell you that I don't really care for the tropical strawberry or the vanilla. So it might just be, a flavor thing. And if you can get some of the flavors to her, then get her some other flavors. And even if you just give her one sample of the chocolate or something else, I see Jennifer now.
I don't have any other ones right now, but I told her that, but she's like, no, like she's sure she is not going to like any others. But I'm like, no, seriously, because I had somebody who was like, I don't like chocolate. I don't like chocolate. I don't want to try it. But it ended up being that was the one they loved.
Well, if she's an emerald, then you just need to remind her. She just needs to be reminded of her why. Say, look, I'm willing to give you these other two flavors. I don't know if she'll like the greenberry. She didn't like the strawberry, but at least the chocolate, if she likes chocolate. Say, look, I know you want to take that baby weight off. This is what worked for me. So I'm willing to give you this one sample of chocolate because I really want you to see the benefits of this. And I know that you're not going to want to order anymore if you don't like the flavor, but try this one chocolate. See what you think. I have give her a couple of different recipes to try with it. And then I would just reiterate her why and what it is that she's trying to do and how much you believe that she can do it, with your support. Don't shove it down her throat. And but she trusts you, right? You've been friends for a long time, because that's the thing with an emerald. You can't pressure them. So you have to be really careful with an emerald, because if she's not ready right now, and you just keep pushing the issue, she's going to disappear. Like, she might delete you off Facebook. That's what emeralds do. They're like, leave me alone. You're not going to pressure me. Like, I'm not even going to talk to you anymore because you're being rude. Like, you're just trying to help them, but you can't push an emerald. So if you offer her the chocolate and she just respectfully declines, then say, okay, I'm really sorry. It didn't work out for you. And then just let her keep watching you, because she'll come back.
Okay. Thank you.
And make sure, I'll just tell you, because the tropical strawberry and the vanilla are like the two, by a lot of people, they don't care for those at all. So don't give them out. Don't give them out. Do a chocolate. Like, Jennifer only stocks chocolate, because that one is, there's a lot of people that, and my mother-in-law is raising her hand like crazy, and I think she's telling somebody to hush up.
Hey, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me now?
Oh, yes. Who is this? Jennifer?
It's Jennifer.
Okay, yes.
I don't just stock chocolate.
What?
Oh, I thought you did before.
No. Well, yeah, like when I was broke.
Oh, my mother-in-law.
You were getting chocolate. That's all you were getting.
Okay. You're hilarious.
But, really quick, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt because you guys are doing amazing. But I like the strawberry. And the thing is, everybody, like, some people love the vanilla and hate the greenberry. And I'm turning red. Some people love the chocolate and hate the vanilla. So you never know. That's why it's so good. If you can, get that combo box. Give them a combination of the flavors.
Yes.
If you can. If you're just starting out, don't feel bad. Like, just chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, get the little box, and
that's why
call it a day. But we didn't have that option. We only had chocolate when I first started, so that's why I stuck with that. But I had to correct you. Sorry.
No.
Hey, unmute my mom.
Okay, we have less than a minute, it says. So if
sorry.